Well, Happy New Year, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of the new year on the Gaming Weekly on YouTube, live on Twitch as well, in a full-out lobby on Minecraft to determine the battle champion. More on that later on, but folks, we can confirm the Rebel Weekly's no more, but what new storylines are going to be emerging here in the season premiere of Season 9? Enter the Voice and Xbox Free Play Game Sound, and partner, are you getting ready for tonight's action?
Dang right, man, let's do it.
Well, here to introduce the guest, ladies and gentlemen, and this is actually pretty interesting. He's the current assistant manager to Executive Scorch, and we saw him this past week on Call of Duty World War II fighting for the Gaming Weekly. Please welcome Undead Freak. Welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you, Adrian the Voice. As always, you do commentary not very well. Anyways, I'm here as an assistant manager for Scorch. You see, Scorch wanted me to inform everyone that he has taken a leave of absence ever since the Rebel Weekly lost. He'll be back shortly. The Yellowish Object does have something to say for all of you. That is all.
Well, folks, we just heard from Undead Freak, and the thing is, you know, Yellowish Object's going to be joining us a little bit later on, and we saw Yellowish Object this past week here, ladies and gentlemen, a part of the Call of Duty World War II matchup, and what happened to that matchup was quite shocking. The fact that Yellowish Object betrayed the Rebel Weekly right before our very eyes. So we're going to go ahead and set the stage, though. It was the Gaming Weekly versus Rebel Weekly Community War Part 3 in Call of Duty World War II. During the matchup, at first, we actually thought we were going to be losing because Billy Bob actually betrayed the Gaming Weekly. Then, out of nowhere, about 3 minutes after, Yellowish Object, live on air, told us, hey, listen, I'm actually going to be joining the Gaming Weekly, which actually allowed the Gaming Weekly to capitalize after a hiatus for the past few months. The Rebel Weekly finally got what they deserved when the Gaming Weekly took it to their limit. Well, Xbox, I got to ask you, how ecstatic are you feeling the fact that the Gaming Weekly finally won against the Rebel Weekly after all the betrayals that have happened?
Well, we kind of proved them wrong because they claimed that there was a best community. Well, the two times that they won, they betrayed us. So the fact that we won without any betrayals seems pretty nice to me.
Yeah, and because of this outstanding victory, the Rebel Weekly is no more, which leads me now to the rhetorical question: what is next for Minigun Killer 10 and Scorch? And we just heard from Undead Freak that Scorch has taken a leave of absence ever since the Rebel Weekly lost, but you gotta wonder whether or not this Scorch is gonna be rejoining the Gaming Weekly or not. Nonetheless, though, this is the Battle Champion. We're going to be determining the Battle Champion in just a little bit. In fact, for the past couple of Battle Champions, we never crowned a concrete Battle Champion. The question is whether or not if we really are going to be crowning one. Xbox, I have to ask you, what is the strategy in hand for someone to actually win the matchup and become Battle Champion?
Well, you take out everyone you see and don't trust anybody. That's basically what you have to do.
And I understand that Minecraft is actually one of your favorite games, though. As you see Yellowish Object, he is actually one of the greatest contenders into this matchup because he has the experience. But speaking on which, Yellowish Object will indeed join us in just a little bit to explain something. I'm not quite sure what he's going to be explaining, but there's Cupcake Stealer, a former Battle Champion. Here comes the showdown. Oh, these two going at it. These two, of course, that's Sergio and Cupcake Stealer. Cupcake does have the advantage considering the fact that he has the sword. A very highly effective sword at this point in time. And Sergio's not going to back down, though. He's fighting against Cupcake Stealer now. Cupcake, oh my, laying down Sergio here for the Battle Championship on the line. Yellowish Object, though, advancing, proceeding against Cupcake. Cupcake is in trouble right now. And now these two are battling it out. These two battling out of here tonight, folks, for the Battle Champion. The question is, who's going to be the Battle Champion? And the other question, whether or not if the Battle Champion, whoever wins that, is he or she going to be concrete? Like I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, for the past couple of Battle Champions, we never crowned a concrete champion because every single time they win it, they end up leaving. 27 seconds and counting. Look at the amount of bats that are surrounding these two. These two are just giving it all. The no say die attitude, and Cupcake Stealer, a former Battle Champion, is now the current Battle Champion. Congratulations. What a way to kick off the new year, 2018, for Cupcake Stealer. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Happy New Year. Adrian the Voice alongside with Xbox Freak Peep. Hey, coming up next, we're gonna be joined by Yellowish Object, who does have a huge announcement to make, folks, and we cannot wait for that. But again, 1 week removed from the Gaming Weekly versus the Rebel Weekly. What an incredible victory. And like I mentioned, the fans were so ecstatic after that huge victory from the Gaming Weekly. Back in September and in May, Scorch and Minigun Killer 10 ended up betraying the Gaming Weekly, which allowed the Rebel Weekly to capitalize and win that matchup for the third time. The Rebel Weekly, though, not this time around. The Gaming Weekly actually, ironically, ended up doing it to them. The question now is, though, what's next for Scorch and what is next for Minigun Killer 10? So let's pose the question to you, Xbox. What do you think Yellowish Object's announcement is going to be tonight?
Probably something that we all usually expect, you know, something considered Rebel Weekly or anything like that.
Well, remember, the Rebel Weekly is no more.
Yeah, but he may say nothing about it. Never know.
But we're going to find out a little bit later on here. This is a non-title matchup, folks, but congratulations to Cupcake Sailor, winning the Battle Champion. We saw Cupcake a few videos before. He actually dominated the whole lobby. But I want to take this opportunity to thank everybody for joining us and also watching us live on Twitch and also on YouTube. The first episode of 2018. What a way to kick off the first episode of the new year. So I'm going to go ahead and eliminate myself. These great players now already wasting little time. Non-title matchup here tonight, a part of Minecraft. The Battle Championship was just crowned Cupcake Sailor. Again, the Battle Champion, which, again, poses the question. He hasn't really become a concrete champion. Hopefully this run he will. Well, folks, in just a little bit, we're going to be joined by Yellowish Object, who has a huge announcement to make. Up next, here on Minecraft. And here we are. There you see the rest of the contenders are going to do all they can to try to stay alive here. Again, non-title matchup. But, folks, we are still so happy and proud that the Gaming Weekly was able to defeat the Rebel Weekly this past week on Call of Duty World War II. It really was a world war between both communities. Well, nonetheless, as we're getting set for the matchup, ladies and gentlemen, we actually are joined by Yellowish Object right here, right now. Welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you, Adrian, for allowing me to be here once more. And also, as you did say, I did backstab the Rebel Weekly during the Community Wars Part 3. And it was pretty shocking.
Yeah, what was going through your mind when you stood right in front of Minigun Killer 10, the man who sparked this whole controversy? You actually sent shockwaves right through the community, shocking everybody involved. The question is, though, what was going through your mind when you actually betrayed the Rebel Weekly and joined the Gaming Weekly?
There's one word to possibly describe it. Pride. Because I finally escaped years and years of problems that I had to deal with those guys. Because I'll be honest, when they first recruited me, I actually hated the Rebel Weekly.
Really?
Yep.
That's actually quite shocking, but listen, you joined the broadcast because you have a huge announcement. What is that announcement?
I do, actually. The big announcement is I talked to Scorch, and for the first time, and we're thinking that for the first time ever, the Gaming Weekly should do a split.
Wait a minute, a split?
Yep.
Well, can you explain further?
Allow me to, my friend. What I mean by the split is, there's gonna be two shows. There's gonna be the regular show Friday and the regular one Saturday. You and your partner are gonna be doing the regular one for Friday. And me and my partner, we're gonna be doing the one for Saturday.
So wait a minute. Hold on, let's set the stage again. There's going to be a split, and me and Xbox Freak Pete, we're going to be in one half of the show, and you and a partner are going to be calling the other half of the show. But the question is, who's going to be your partner?
This might actually come as a shock. It's actually someone from our past. Minigun Killer 10.
Minigun? I thought Minigun was done for. I thought there was going to be some sort of repercussion.
What can I say? We're unexpected.
Well, anyhow, Xbox partner, should we even accept this deal that Yellowish Object proposed to us?
They got on a griffball game. Alright?
Well, nice talking to you. Nonetheless, though, folks, Yellowish Object proposing the idea that we're going to be splitting our shows, I guess, and Minigun Killer 10's going to be teamed up with Yellowish Object. I cannot believe that Minigun Killer's still here, part of TGW, after everything he has done to this community back in September when he betrayed TGW just because he thought this whole community was, quote, a dump. And there you see, though, that's Cupcake Sailor, the current battle champion. Xbox, if you can get your thoughts on this, though, your thoughts on this whole brand split. If you're still with us.
I think that we should accept the challenge because the Game Weekly is known for accepting every challenge that comes through us. So we're going to accept this challenge. Not only we're going to accept it, we will defeat the commentary team of Yellowish Object and Minigun Killer 10.
But was it smart for us to accept it? I mean, now this puts us in a position that may be vulnerable for our show if we really do end up accepting. I have no idea. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
And Adrian, if you think about it, this could improve the channel.
well,
Like,
hold on for
the
a quick
first thing I
second.
wanted to do.
I am being told, according to the producers here, that Xbox Freak Pete has a huge announcement to make, and I'm kind of wondering exactly what that announcement is.
Yeah, what is it?
Look, I know that I made the decision for us to accept the offer from Yellow, but I myself am also going to make a decision, alright? I'm going to back to my old roots, and by that, I mean, I'm going to go back to where I belong, because I'm coming back. I'm going to do something outside stuff away from this community for good. You know that.
Wait a minute, hold on,
I had a great
Xbox, what are you
time in
talking
this
about?
community.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Xbox, you can't do this to us.
I'm officially done with this whole.
No,
community
Xbox, you
stuff,
can't do
alright?
this. Xbox, you can't do this to us. Xbox, you cannot do this to us. Oh my! And Xbox Freak Pete just left the party. This is absolutely absurd. Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on here? First of all, the proposal by Yellowish Object, him and Minigun are going to be calling one half of the other show, but my partner, Xbox Freak Pete, just left. He just stated that he's going back to his old roots. He's going to be leaving TGW. What's next for the Gaming Weekly? And what happened to the whole Xbox Freak Pete situation? What is going on?
I'll be honest, Adrian, I'm as shocked as you are. We'll have to find out what's next.